Hello you guys, welcome to another vlog. It is 15th of January today and I am home alone because my mom is also traveling, my sister is also traveling, so it's just me, myself and I. But I'm really under the weather. I have a really bad cold and cough and my throat is literally like screaming for help right now because and I'm really taking effort to like just talk to you guys right now. I was really contemplating if I should vlog today, but then I was like, no, any which ways I'm going to like do things. I'm not going to like stop and just be in bed because I have a cold. So I'm gonna vlog it. Right now I'm really thinking what should I eat because there's literally nothing. There's just eggs at home and I don't want to eat eggs because I've been eating eggs a lot since the last 2-3 days because my mom is not home and generally she is the one who's cooking. When we don't understand what should we eat, we just eat eggs like in any which form, like boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, omelette or whatever, because they're the easiest to make, right? So that's what's happening since 2-3 days. But right now today my sister's also not here, so I don't know what should I do. Like what should I make? Should I make eggs? But I don't feel like eating eggs. So let's see what we can do. Looks like I'm having eggs again. I'd really like to add lemongrass to my tea. I think it adds so much of freshness to the tea. It is 4 in the afternoon. I showered and I feel little better, but my nose is like running a lot. Other than that, I had my lunch. I had paya soup because I feel when you're sick you should really have good things like bone broth, and so bone broth is basically paya soup. I really like having fish when I don't feel well. It really helps. So yeah, I had that. I had my lunch, and after that the lady who helps us in the house, she came and I was just like watching her clean everything. A little bit of cleaning is done. I had my lunch. I feel better now, so I have decided that I am going to clean this because this is piling up since a really long time and everything is like a mess here. Can you see? Like this is hanging out and everything is like very unaesthetic. this is how I have put them up according to colors. Here are all the blacks, little dark greens, a little beige, then pinks, then a little blue, green, and then white. This is a backdrop stand. It is not I don't know what's that called, that is supposed to be used to hang clothes, but it's not that. It is a backdrop stand that we use in photography. I have painted it white and I'm using it as my clothing rack. So yeah, this is it, and this is the view outside. So generally in winters the sun goes down from here, and in summers I can see the sunset from here, like it goes down from here, but in winters mostly it goes in this building. So yeah, we can't see a proper sunset, but as soon as it is 6 or 7, the sun will come somewhere over here. It'll cross like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh my god guys, the sunset today is so beautiful, and the colors, oh my god, and just look at the moon. So I am making shortbread. I saw this recipe on Instagram and since then I wanted to try it. So I'm gonna try with whatever ingredients I have. So in the recipe it said almond flour, but I don't have so much of almond flour. So I took half almond and half coconut flour. You can also like powder some almonds and just use that instead of this. And into that I'm adding some honey. In the recipe it said maple syrup, but I did not have maple syrup, so I'm just using honey instead of that. 1.5 tablespoon of honey, and then 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and I'm gonna mix all of this together. So I divided the recipe in half beforehand. It's only because I'm making it for the first time. I don't want anything to go wrong, so I was just like, let me just make it half. So yeah, I'll be leaving all the measurements in the description box as well. And now I'm just transferring it into a small container, and I have also lined the container with a butter paper. Make sure you do that, because otherwise the bar is going to get stuck on the box and it's going to be a problem to take it out. So yeah, now this is going to go in the freezer. Meanwhile, for my tahini, I roasted some sesame seeds, and once they were warm, I transferred them to a mixer grinder, and then I added about half tablespoon of coconut oil in this, and I grinded them into this kind of a paste. In another bowl, I will take about 1/4 cup of almond butter and 1/8 cup of the sesame paste that we made, also called as tahini. I'm gonna take about 3 tablespoons of that, and I'm gonna add some sweetener. So here in the recipe it says coconut sugar, but I have added powdered jaggery into this. I hope this works, and I'm gonna give it a quick mix and combine all the ingredients together. Once the ingredients are well combined, I'm going to transfer all of it on top of the base that was sitting in the freezer. It was almost for about 10 minutes now, and I'm going to gently spread it all across the base. And the base is quite stiff because it was in the freezer for 10 minutes, so it is quite stiff and it's easy to spread all these butters on it. And once you have a very even layer, you want to start melting some dark chocolate. I have this 50% dark chocolate, and using some double boiler method I am trying to melt this chocolate. You can also add about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in this. It's been 30 minutes since the bar was in the freezer. Now I got it out of the freezer and also out of the box, and I'm just going to cut it into smaller pieces. You can definitely cut the pieces according to your liking. You can also make some very small bite-sized pieces, and on top of that I'm just going to add the dark chocolate that we just melted. The recipe said to put some flaky salt on top of the bars for that sweet and salty taste together, and I'm gonna do just that and put these in the fridge. I was craving a lot to have some kind of a cheat meal, so I called for a pizza for myself and I had that for dinner. So first of all, I just clean my face with a gentle cleanser. I'm going to use tretinoin on my face. I'm using tretinoin for almost 2 weeks now, and honestly I can already see a difference in my skin. Like, my texture has gone down so much. I wash my face with a gentle cleanser first, and after that I use a toner. So once my face is completely dry, I use this toner. It's called Wonder Toner, and it's so good when you have dehydrated or if you have dry skin. This is just too good for that. Even for like oily skin, which it will give you the correct amount of hydration. I absolutely love this stuff. It is so calming and so soothing to your skin, as well as like hydrating. I really love this product. I have recently started using it with the tretinoin, and it's working so well. I'm having the shortbread while watching TV, and oh my god, it was so yummy. I think this is the perfect dessert, also a healthy one. Well, I already had a pizza, so let's not talk about healthy.